One amazing US stock was up 80% on August 13th, 2025. Would you want to know which one it is? Let me reveal this to you. Welcome to my channel. I'm Cheng Liu. We talk about stock top gainers and losers on the New York Stock Exchange on a daily basis. Today we're going to review 5 stocks that are hot gainers and 5 stocks that are hot losers. One of the gainers is up 25% in a day. And another one, which is backed by NVIDIA, is actually down 20%. Let's review them. Here's the situation today. The Federal Reserve is still undecided as to whether they would cut the rate. And at the same time, the stock market are going up in anticipation of an eventual rate cut. So this is a very interesting time. Stock market is green mostly in the United States, is green in Shanghai, in Japan, and in Hong Kong. The cryptocurrency is mostly up a little bit, and the rates of banks is decreasing. One of the interesting piece of news is about ChatGPT GPT-5. It was released on August 7th, and some of the reviews are starting to come out. So as you know, ChatGPT-5 is a major release after ChatGPT-4. And there is a lot of debate online about whether GPT-4 or GPT-5 was better. So it appears that there are people who hate GPT-5 and there are people who love them. Sometimes it's the same YouTuber. But if you look at the comparison, face-off comparison between Grok 4 and GPT-5, you will realize that the GPT-5 is charging lower than Grok. This should not bear extremely well for OpenAI because if you have a good product, you should be able to charge as much as you want. Otherwise, the stock market is rather stable today, and the NASDAQ doesn't change that much. NVIDIA stock dropped a little bit, but not terrible, only less than 1%. Let's look at the top stock gainers of August 13th. They are the Webtoon, Sapiens International, NewEgg, Scilex, and a company called Chemours. So those are the 5 companies. One of them, Webtoon, increased by 81%. Sapiens increased by 44%. Why? Let's take a look. At the end of this video, I'm going to review one stock that I think is worth everyone's time to take a deeper dive. Webtoons. What is Webtoon? Webtoon is a entertainment maker. They call themselves the leading global storytelling platform. It uses a special cartoon format originated in Korea. This platform allows people to make cartoons on their own. The real reason is an unexpected content deal with Disney. And this really fueled their fire today. Overall, in a year-to-date chart, you can see that the Webtoon stock doesn't change that much. So today's jump is exceptional. Now, the second stock we're going to look at as a hot gainer is Sapiens International. Sapiens International is an insurance software firm. And the reason that they were increasing this much was because they were bought by Advent for $2.5 billion market valuation. As you can see, today's increase in stock basically brings the valuation right up to the point of the purchasing price. It's a SaaS software solution company that uses AI for insurance purposes. And they do property insurance, workers' compensation, life insurance, reinsurance, and so on. I would argue that this is worth the valuation and the increase. However, it is pretty amazing that someone would be paying 20% over for a company at this time. The third one that I'm going to talk about is NewEgg. So NewEgg jumped by 25% today. As you know, NewEgg is a store company. It's an electronic store that sells tech, PC parts, AI PC, and more. On paper, you would think that a company like this shouldn't have a jump like 25%. What happens today is the NewEgg introduced a gaming community concept. So it's a gaming community. I don't know exactly what it is, but it appears to enable people to play computer games together. I look up the website. It says, "Welcome to NewEgg Gamer Community Forum, your place to talk PC and gaming. We are a friendly, moderated space with daily check-in." It looks like a forum, a social space. Sort of amazing to me that a development like this would warrant a 25% jump. The next one we're going to look at is called Scilex, Scilex Holdings. What Scilex Holding does is a leading non-opiate pain management product. It's a biomedical pharmaceutical company that makes pain medications. Find a piece of news that says the healthcare sector, they climbed late afternoon. So the last one we're going to introduce today jumped 18%, is called Chemours Company, CC is their stock symbol. Chemours is a chemical company, and today the big news for Chemours is Samsung Electronics successfully qualifies their Opteon two-phase immersion cooling fluid. So they basically make a new fluids. It's a two-phase immersion fluids enabling efficient heat removal and reduce energy consumption in data centers. So it appears to be a provider of a special liquid for cooling AI chips. If you look at the long-term 5-year stock performance of this company, it is not doing that well. It seems to be over the hump. Maybe it's got more increase to do. Now let's look at today's hot losers. There's no such thing as hot losers, but they are the top losers. CAVA, Leo, which is called Centrus Energy, CART, uh, Global E Online, and CoreScientific CoreWeave. Now, a lot of times, don't be fooled by loser status because some of the companies are actually doing pretty well long term. So let's look at CAVA Group. CAVA is a Mediterranean-inspired fast casual restaurant chain. It's a chain that appears year to date is not doing too well. It took about 13 years for them to go IPO, and it appears that its growth is being stunted. Might have something to do with a relatively high price of their dishes. The next one is interesting. It's called Centrus Energy Corp. LEU is a stock symbol. The Centrus provide nuclear energy for data centers. So this seems to be a very interesting play in the era of AI because a lot of data centers needs a lot of independent energy. The uranium supply company could raise as much as $750 million of cash. So it does have to borrow a lot of money. It is also said there would be setting up investors for a large amount of stock dilution. When a stock is being diluted, of course, people are not happy. They want out. The next company is called CART. The name of the company is Maple Bear, but it is really just InstaCART. InstaCART price dropped significantly today by 11%, mainly because Amazon gained on their expansion into the perishable delivery market. This kind of services are pretty prevalent in Asia and other countries. So it is finally coming to the United States, and looks like the competition is heating up. We're going to look at another top loser. It's called Global E. Global E Online is a leading cross-border e-commerce enabler and is a software service company that make it easy for people to do e-commerce. And according to the Reuters introduction, Global E Online is an Israel-based company engaged primarily in the software development. According to their website, it looks like the mission is to create a borderless e-commerce world connecting shoppers and brands all over the globe. This may be not an easy goal to reach, so that might explain why the stock has been decreasing. Now, the last one we're going to review today is a company called CoreScientific and CoreWeave. The stock of CoreScientific dropped by 8%. Over a longer period, you can see that it's increasing a little bit. It's a company that provides cloud service for customers to use NVIDIA chips. CoreWeave actually bought CoreScientific. CoreWeave reported very strong revenue. The stock, however, is down sharply. CoreWeave thinks as NVIDIA-backed firm reports wider than expected loss. I don't know exactly why the loss is unexpected, why the loss is heavier, but it happened after CoreWeave and CoreScientific merged. CoreWeave is AI hyperscaler for GPU cloud computing. It's the first AI cloud to deliver NVIDIA's most advanced GPU to AI and graphics worldwide. If you look at CoreWeave company today, it actually decreased by close to 21%. However, if you look at over a longer period, such as a year, you can see the stock is enjoying some rise. Now, here are my takeaways for today after reviewing the 5 top gainers and the 5 top losers. Number one is AI. Maybe AI is cooling down a little bit, maybe just for a few days. CoreWeave and Centrus, both are down. Both are related to AI. And global consumerism might be cooling. This is obvious from the reading the tea leaves of InstaCART and Global E. The CAVA chain took a long time to become IPO. I'm not sure if it's really worth it. Here is Dr. Cheng Liu's long watch list. I will encourage people to look at this stock very carefully. NewEgg. This company seems to have a pretty good management and they seem to know what they're doing. Now, standard warnings and disclaimer only serves as an observation, a personal observation, and commentary. Investment is very risky and one could lose everything by taking such risks. I hope you take this video as its entertainment and informational value. Thank you for staying this far. If you like it, please remember to hit the like button. This is very important for the YouTube algorithm to know that this video is important for some people. I'll review this stock daily when the stock is open, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you.